In terms of the model partnership, and I'll stop here. Two things that we like about the competition model. There's a lot of things that we that we like, but two that I want to emphasize. First is the fact that you have a comprehensive approach to tackle the issue. You work there, right?
And really for us to test the demand of the region. It's demand driven, so at the end of the day, our collective role here is to provide, yes, the financial support, but it's really
being the region's largest and most impactful private sector development program, and kudos to the IDP our partners, of course. So just to kind of continue where Anton left off, and I agree, working with both Ababesh and Thomas inputs. But focusing more around, the real challenge facing the region is no longer about ideals. You heard that in the opening session this morning. It's really about how do we execute that scale. And I think we all agree that we've not seen such complex circumstances converging at one time as it is right now. We're speaking about climate, about debt, about wars, about everything that technically could have presentation. We hear about the financing gap. We hear 25 billion, 50 billion, and it keeps rising. But really and truly, it really speaks to the depth of the situation. And no one institution can work alone, and that is why we need to have this shared partnership and bringing together, as Anton said, like-minded.
So focusing on our what and our how, well, what we're going to do in the Caribbean and what we're going to focus on is really a partnership with the Caribbean around growth and infrastructure, around climate and humanitarian support, and around citizen security and justice. And then the how has become really important. So there was a big global partnerships conference in London last week that drives systematic reform, not program by program, but the big system changes that we all want to see. And that moves us from a donor to an investor in the region. And in a sense, we've been a long-term supporter of Compete Caribbean. So looking at delivering on the shifts that our minister set out in London, this is a program that's led by the region, led by the IDB as a regional bank, working with the governments of the region who have been committed partners, working with businesses across the region, and working with communities across the region. And that's really important for us. Secondly, it focuses on systems change. Systems change at a government level, looking at the business environment reform and those really big pieces. A lot of that was mentioned this morning. What businesses need: consistency, predictability, reliability. But it's also always had a huge focus on climate, on sustainability and inclusion, which are things that are important to all of us.